Hello, my sword students. Sword Santa here, back at again with part 3 of What If Deku Was Abandoned. And I said like I was gonna do two videos of Abandoned to make up missing one of Discord. So this is Abandoned part 3. And sorry if I just stopped the video. I accidentally pressed the stop button. On accident. And so we're getting into the what is it called? The what is it called? Excuse me. We're getting into the what is it called? Damn. Oh, I can't. Oh, the sports festival. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. So, all that stuff. Um. So, Izuku comes and walks up to the plate, because Midnight says, "Can the freshman representative come up?" And I accidentally said Class 1A representative come up, in Discord on accident. I meant to say freshman representative, because class representative and freshman representative are two different things. So Deku, he walks up, stuff like that. He gives a speech. I'm not gonna go into the speech because I just want to get onto the fights and stuff. So okay, Midnight spins the wheel. It lands on the race, and Todoroki, he can use his fireside, which he does. He will use his fireside, but and since Deku, he is a wolf. He's been trained. He trained with them for like many years. He is really fast and really strong. If I didn't mention that, he is fast and strong. So when Midnight when Midnight says go, Deku, he just transforms into his wolf form, his first form. So his first form is he has a zero form, a first form, and second form. No, he has he has a zero form, a first form, a second form, and a third form. The zero form is his regular, where he's human with the wolf ears and wolf tail. The second form is where he's just a wolf with just one head. The third form is this form, and the fourth form is this form. And so Deku, I'm just gonna keep it on this picture because I just like this picture. So this is where like things are gonna get interesting. Okay, so Deku, he gets first place because he fast as fuck, and he's in his first form, so he's super fast. And I'm saying, yeah, the reason why he's fast is because he grows a little bit, just to like not like to 150 feet. No, I'm saying that this form is 100 feet. This form is 150 feet. He can when he like turns to around like 50 feet, he turns into this. But when he's fully grown, it's gonna be 100 feet, and then 150 feet in this form. So you're gonna be like tall. So Deku, he just goes stuff like that, yada yada yada. Deku, he gets first place. The works, and I'm saying that no one wants to be on his team. So Deku, he asked Midnight if he can call over some friends. because like it's a somewhat part of his quirk, and she said, "Yeah, I guess so." And he gets in his form and just starts howling, and so and Sarah, Jack, and I'm saying, oh no, Sarah, Jason, and I'm not saying Jack because he not big. And I'm saying he calls over not let's say just a just a friend of Jason's. So they just come over and they say yes, King, and he says I just need some help with with humans. And he's talking in Wolfish, because I'm saying that I'm just gonna call it Wolfish, like how there's English, Spanish, and so I'm just making up you know um, what is it, a language? It's called Wolfish, and so he just speaks in Wolfish, yada yada yada. So they agree to help, and they just see people just see a wolf, three wolves, two with crowns, one without a crown, and one big one with a neck with the collar. So yeah, Deku, yeah, he does that, and so I'm saying that he turns his collar into like armor for the wolves. So he like not breaks the collar, but just puts his hand on the collar because it's a really condensed spirit, and he has like enough spirit for all of them to have like armor. So he just makes some armor for them, and the armor boosts their speed. So they're all over the place, and I'm just gonna say this for plot, and it's my what if Deku gets first place, and he says thank you, and yada yada. He takes the armor back and just puts it back in his collar, and just transforms back into his regular form, and he just has the crown on, and it's the fight. It's now fighting. So Deku, it's Deku versus Shinso. Ojiro tells him about his quirk, yada yada yada. Uh, but Shinso says something wrong, like something that he shouldn't have, and this is like during the fight. Shinso says, uh, "Why did you call over those smelly mutts? You were not worthless, but you won a degenerate." And he hears mutts, and so he gets pissed, and they just see him growing and growing and growing, turning into this thing 150 feet. And Shinso's like, "Oh shit!" And just all the wolf heads just howl. And and what he can do is sort of take control. One head can take control of someone's body. Another one can summon elements, and then the third one, the middle one, can summon summon like not elements, but like um summon smaller versions of these, like not 100 feet, but like 75 feet tall. Remind you, this is 150 feet tall. So yeah, this is tall, and I'm just gonna you're gonna and so yeah, obviously Deku wins. I mean, like who's gonna fight that thing? And so yeah, now Shinzo, he's knocked out as hell, and Deku, he just says, "Don't you dare disrespect my family, you piece of garbage," and just spits. And guess who's watching the sports festival? Yeah, you guessed it right. Um, it's Inko and Hasashi. And they get in the car, they just drive over. But this is like during like Todoroki's battle, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, no, the fights go same. No, I'm not done. It's Deku versus Todoroki. Todoroki uses Fire Side. I'm just gonna try to get through this because of this arc that I'm adding. He he uses his Fire Side, and Ice Side, and Deku he turns into this, and he charges up a blast. It blasts, and it breaks the entire ice. And so Deku because I'm making him way overpowered. He just blitzes behind. And remember, this is 100 feet tall, so yeah, no, he big, but he can blitz. So he just sort of he blitzes behind Todoroki, and just kicks Todoroki, and Todoroki's out. And then it's Bakugo versus Deku. Deku says, I know we haven't seen each other for a long time, but don't hold back. And Bakugo's like, what? I said, don't hold back. Fight me for real. Come on. And so, it's Deku versus Bakugo. Bakugo, does his Hauser impact. And I'm saying that Deku, he's staying in his first form. I mean, his zero form. And he just creates a shield out of his crown, blocking, stopping Bakugo's attack. And so he just creates a hammer, and he just, just sends Bakugo flying out of the ring, yada yada yada. Deku gets first place, yada yada yada. This is after the sports festival, and Mr. Aizawa, Bakugo, his friend group walks out, and Deku sees Hasashi and Inko, and you know Hasashi and Inko say, you should be dead. Anyway, just get in the car, let's go home. And he says, excuse me, do I know you? Like, he can't remember their faces, because they changed a lot. It's been like a few years, but he remembers Katsuki. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And he says, how do you not remember your birth parents? How do you not remember your parents? And he hears parents, and he says, and he just sort of laughs crazily, and their friends and Bakugo, they're like, "Are you okay?" Oh no, his friends are like, are asking, "Are you okay?" And Bakugo, he's pissed at why they would come here, and so and Deku's just laughing maniacally like a crazy person, and he says, "Parents, ha, what a joke! Like the only family that I have is my wolf pack, and Katsuki, and Kachan, and Mr. Aizawa. You are just people who brought me into this world. Nothing special. You didn't act like parents when I turned 4. Oh, because I was quirkless. And now you want me back because I have a quirk, and I could probably kill you right here, right now, and have no hesitation." And, he gets really pissed, and he's in his zero form, and his crown turns red, and he says, "Well, here I am," and, just laughing even more maniacally, and, the gods just come down. I'm like not even joking. The gods actually like come down. Hades comes up from the underworld and stuff, and he says to Izuku, "Cerberus, what are you doing?" And he says, "Who?" And he said, and Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, and Hades are there. The big three, obviously. Um, and they ask what he's doing here. Why is he on the mortal realm? And he says, "Do I know you?" And he's like, "Yeah." you're Cerberus, the guardian dog of the underworld. And Izuku's like, what? I like to be called Cerberus, but I'm not. Am I actually Cerberus? Oh my god, that actually makes sense why I have three heads. Oh my god, this finally all makes sense. So he just laughs even more, and he says, "Ha! Well, looks like I've become an immortal. Pretty much." And he just starts even laughing more, and he says, "Well, uh, hey, God's master. I guess I should call you master, but I'm not gonna call you master because I'm just gonna call you Hades. Hades, my parents who abandoned me. Here they are. Worthless pieces of shit." He literally says that, and he just flips. He just flips his like Hasashi and Inko off, and like Hasashi and Inko are taken aback. Like Hasashi's like, "You will get in the car now." And he says, so you're actually treating me. Wow, you're treating me like crap again. What am I gonna do? I'm 14 with a I'm the guardian dog of the underworld. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I could literally just eat you without hesitation. I could kill you. You know what? Hey, I'm just gonna grab my crown, take it off, make it a sword, and sword just starts forming. And you're like, here, let's fight. Come on, fight me, so I can kill you. Like he literally wants to kill them, and like the gods are even disgusted. Like, boy, who would do this? Like, come on, like who would ever do that? And so yada yada yada, all of that. Like the gods shrink down to like a normal human form, and 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 then Bakugo just starts letting off explosions because he actually wants to kill them too. But it wouldn't really be heroic. But like Ida just calls the police or something, and the just Hasashi and Inko are arrested for abandoning their child at the age of 6. So yeah, and so the gods talk to Deku. He says, I would like to live here for a while until I, you know, since I have the soul of Cerberus when he died, I guess I could, do. I would like to I would like to live here for like a while until I'm actually like needed. Like when have I ever been needed? Like other than because he starts getting flashes of like other than the Titan War. I mean War of Titans. With Kronos. When I ever been needed? And he said, and Hades actually thinks about it, and Hades says, well, never really, other than the war. But that happened like tens of thousands of years ago. And so Deku just says, yeah, so why wouldn't I just be able to stay here? And, the big three, not the big three from UA, but the big three of the gods. The, yeah, the big three of gods. They talk about it. They're discussing, and, just like everybody is just, because they're actual gods, you know. And they're talking about it. They say, fine, you can stay here until you're needed again. And he says, thank you, Hades. And yeah, and Deku says, yeah, I'm not gonna call you master, because I have my own soul and brain, so I'm just not gonna call you master. I'm sorry, Hades, but it's just gonna get too weird to me. Okay, and stuff like that, yada yada yada, and Um, and I'm saying that like at the end, instead of Tokiyami, it's Mirako who gets third place, and once they get third place, Deku kisses Mirako because I and just does that and like I guess they're dating now because I just want to get through this. I don't know why I'm going so fast, but I just want to get through this quickly. Um, I have no idea why I want to get through this. Okay, so now it's gonna be the Stain arc next, and so yeah, internships. Deku, he doesn't have one for all. I want to say all for one. Because one for all for one, same thing. So Deku, I'm guessing he's just gonna internship with Ryuk. Cause I'm saying that Mirko is internshipping with Ryuk also, the dragon hero. I think. Oh wait, Mirko and Ryuk. Oh yeah, I am right. So yeah, all three of them like internship, and I'm saying that, um, like like in betrayed Ryuk's agencies in Hosu, so all of that, and Deku he's no, I'm just gonna nope 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 that he's in this form. He's not in this form, but he's in the armor with the what's it called, the big, with the warhammer and stuff. He's just walking around like that, and people see this like big man with war armor. I mean armor and warhammer, and his hero name is Cerberus. You know, and stuff like that. Stain arc happens, but I'm saying that Deku he smells Stain out before even Ida gets there, cause no, did the Nomu attack happen or before or after Stain was battling Ida and the other guy, I forget. I think I think the I think the Nomu attack happened like a little bit after. If it didn't, then I'm saying it is like 20 minutes after, somewhere around there. But like Deku, he gets no, I'm saying like 5 minutes after. I'm just saying that for plot. And so Deku he just sniffs out Stain, and he captures Stain before even the moves, got all of that, yada yada yada. I just want to get through this. I don't know why. So Deku he does all of that. Oops. Deku he does all of that, and he captures Stain, and he's taking down Nomus, yada yada yada. He's praised for it, yeah, and scolded at the same time, yada yada yada. All of that same goes to canon and stuff. And now it's time for the training camp. I don't know why I'm going through this so quickly. I have 36 minutes, okay? I don't know why I'm going through this quickly. Maybe because, I just recorded it. And, I don't, I only get to one arc every episode. Pretty much. So, yeah, it's now the training camp, yada yada yada, all of that, and Mirko and Deku are dating now. All of that stuff. And once they get to like the cliffside where they are, Deku sees Koda. Koda sees Deku and he says, "Mr. Wolfie," and he says, "Oh hey Koda," and and like Mandalay and all of them, like they haven't seen him in his Zero form, but Kota like has sometimes, but not really. Um, like once or twice he's seen him in the times that he's visited. So Kota runs up to Deku. They hug, and they ask Kota, "Who is this?" And Kota says, "It's Mr. Wolfie," and they say, "You mean the big wolf that used to hang out with you?" And and Kota nods his head, stuff like that, yada yada yada. Um, so he's doing stuff, and now I'm just gonna say this, you know, the wolf pack senses Deku is near, so Deku he says, "Well, I actually have to go," and they say, "What?" Everybody says, "What? What do you mean?" And he says, "Well, I have to go somewhere, so." Uh, yeah. I gotta go check on my family, see how they're doing, because it's been like a couple weeks, just keeping tabs, so, I'll be off. And this is on, like, the other side of, like, because is the cliffside not where, like, the cave is? Was there even a cave? Not where, like, Kota is. No, it's on, when they get pushed off, that's I'm saying that's opposite from the other side where Kota is. Where Kota was in the anime, just sitting up there, all that good shiz. So Deku he just turns into his wolf form and just starts running through through the training camp forest, and he says, "Well, like Mandalay and Tiger, all of them just say, well, follow him, like." Well, they don't say follow him, but they push him off, yada yada yada. Deku he runs all the way across, and he gets to the wolf pack. The wolf pack, say hi. What are you doing here? We didn't know you were supposed to be scheduled to be coming today. And he says, "Well, I'm actually staying here for actually like a week, so it's good time as any." So, yeah, I don't know why I'm rushing through this. Maybe because I want to get to the save area arc. I don't know. But Deku, yeah, he talks with the pack, yada yada yada. I don't know why I'm going through this so fast. I have 30 minutes. Maybe because I don't know. I don't want to get the series over. I don't know why. Okay, leave me alone. Deku, maybe because I just like recorded an episode. I don't know. Deku, he goes to the wolf pack. He talks with them. He says he's gonna stay here for a while, and they say, "Well, good. Well, great." And stuff like that. Yada yada yada. And once like Deku was already there, like at the wolf pack before like even the guys get halfway to the training camp. So Deku he just runs back to the training camp building, and I'm gonna say that Mr. Aizawa like no, I'm saying that Bakugo taught Deku how to cook at like somewhat of a young age. Like no, Bakugo like in their free time he taught Deku how to cook, and his cooking style is like top notch, like gourmet stuff, but he can make like not top notch, but like 4-star restaurant gourmet. So he starts cooking up food for all of them, but he makes like a big steak for him. I'm saying he has like a really big steak and stuff, and he says, yeah, The wolves smell this, but they know they can't go over there because it would just freak people out and stuff. And some wolves do want to go, but obviously they can't. So yeah, no, Deku he makes like a really big stake for him. Everybody sees this really big stake and say, are we gonna have those? Are we gonna have that? And he says, no, that's just for me. You guys are having those. And it's like it's a what is it called? It's a T-bone steak with mashed potatoes, uh, and yeah, it's a T-bone steak with mashed potatoes and green beans, and asparagus. That's what I meant to say, not green beans. And some people say, oh, why can't we have that? And he says, well, I have to eat a lot of meat for my, well, not quirk anymore, but uh what's it called? For me to transform, because I'm saying that Cerberus like needs meat just to I mean, Deku needs meat just to transform. Uh, transform between stuff like that. I'm just gonna say that for just plot, because he eats like big meat. And so Deku, yeah, he has, you know, he eats the steak, and it's a big steak, so he finished, and everybody's just like surprised at like this kid can eat that much, you know, all of that. Deku, he does all of that. And for training, Deku is just gonna hang out with his wolf pack and hunt, so he can get like faster and stronger. But he does like half with the wolf pack and the other half with Mandalade. I mean Tiger. Just to get his strength up. All of that, and then the villain attack happens. Yada yada yada. Koda's, excuse me, not there, not at the not at the cliff edge where the wolves are. He's at the training camp, hanging out with Deku and stuff, and well, not hanging out with Deku, hanging out with the other classes and stuff like that. Yada yada yada. So Deku, he senses that villains are coming, and he grabs what's it called? Who is it called? He grabs. Oh god, the rabbit hero, Ryuk, not Ryuk. That's the dragon hero. Oh crap! I totally forgot her name. I remember it starts with an M, but I forget. And I'm saying his finisher is like. I'm not gonna tell you what his finisher is, but it's gonna be something crazy. And this is not his finisher. This is just a step to his finisher. And I'm gonna announce his finisher just in a bit. Um, so Bakugo gets taken by the villains. It's time to save Bakugo. Arc. People just go there. Uh, you know, and I'm saying that All Might invited Deku because he took down some villains. He took down Muscular, some of those villains, and he took down the other villains, and he took down Stain, so he's reliable. So Deku, he can he put like a certain scent on different people, so he knows where they are at all times. So Deku, he gives information on where they are, yada yada yada, and now it's now All Might comes busting in, all of that, yada yada yada, and they're allowing Deku to fight because he's really reliable. Um, did my thing go off? Hold on, how long have I been recording for? No, my thing didn't go off. Why did it stop? Okay. How am I not? How am I only at 30 minutes? Okay, I guess 30 minutes. I don't know why that did that. Anyway, Deku, he does all of that. He All Might does all of that. Now it's Deku versus All For One, because I'm just gonna say that All Might, he got knocked down and stuff, and One for All, I mean All For One wants to get Deku's quote unquote quirk, but people know that it's not a quirk anymore, so he can freely use it, and he's in the armor, and so he gets out like Savitar, all of that, and he just starts growing and growing and growing and growing to 150 feet. He looks like this now, and all of that. So he he says, and he gets not into his red or blue form. It's this not it's this black form. Like where the red is, it's black now, but it's like a visible black. And Deku, he says to All For One, you have spilled so many people you have killed, so many souls that surround you. With each soul you shall be punished. For each person you have killed, will be punished. And he says, now since you have all those souls, since you have killed the innocent, you shall repent for your sins. And he says, wolf form Iron Maiden, and an iron, like a big ass Iron Maiden comes out, and uh no, I'm saying Deku says finisher 1,000 impaled 1,000. Because I'm saying All For One killed like 10,000 people, somewhere around there, and he says impale 10,000. And 10,000 just spikes just form, and they're the souls of the people that he has killed, innocent people. And oops, almost just stop that. you know All For One, he gets impaled with with 10,000 spikes, and all of that. He gets impaled by 10,000 spikes. He looks like a pincushion. And Deku says, "Now you have been repented. Now you have repented for your sins. May the innocent souls rest in peace." And so Deku, he just he slowly transforms back into his zero form. I'm just gonna keep it on this picture now. He trans he transforms back into his zero form, and he just passes out. But I'm saying that the armor can sense, because I'm saying it's somewhat infused with because I'm saying that Deku, he just splattered a bunch of blood on it, so he technically imbued it with, not, I guess you can say magic, but not really magic. Well, I guess it's magic, whatever. Deku, he now, he passes out and starts falling to the ground. The armor catches him, and the armor lays him down, lays him down, so where the armor can grab him. So the armor forms around Deku, And, the armor technically has a mind of its own. So he knows, just in case. And he goes over to All Might. He grabs Small Might. And, he just starts rushing over to a hospital. Yeah, no, I'm guessing no, I'm saying he rushes over to, Recovery Girl. And the armor just drops off All Might and Deku. And then the armor just kneels down again. And no one can move the armor. Because I'm saying, well, it doesn't weigh it like a ton. It doesn't weigh a lot. But since it's technically imbued with like soul energy, pretty much, Deku, the armor will not budge from Deku's side. And I think I'm just, I'm not gonna end it here, obviously, but, I, I'm just gonna, what's it called? I'm just going through this really quickly, but I think this is just gonna be my last video of Abandoned. So, yeah, all of that happens. All of that happens, yada yada yada. Deku, he stays in sort of like this comatose state, but not really. This comatose state for 2 days. Because he used a lot of energy, so he needed a lot of energy back, and so when he wakes up, Ryuk, Aizawa, and Bakugo are there, and they see him open his eyes and say, "What happened? Where am I?" All of that stuff. They come rushing over. Ryuk gives him a kiss and said, "You were out for 2 days." He says, "Really? Well, I guess my finisher took a lot out of me than I thought. And, you guys got any meat?" And, they sort of just chuckle. Like, and Deku's being 100% serious, like, guys, stop laughing. I'm, like, really hungry. They start even chuckling more, like, a little more. And, like, he just goes into to a stern voice and he says, "Guys, I haven't eaten for 2 days. I haven't eaten anything for 2 days. My body needs a lot of meat. And you better give me, like, an entire elephant. Like 10 cows. Like, all their meat. I need 10 cow meats. Like, I'm that hungry." And, they say, okay, calm down, dude, calm down. And, Aizawa, he brings over, like some meat, and Deku just starts ripping into it, and, like, he says, "Oh my god, thank you, Dad. I needed the energy." And stuff like that. And I don't know why I'm going through this so fast. I normally just take it slow, but I guess I just want to get through this. I guess I just want to get this done and over with. So, it's now time for the overhaul arc. Deku, he gets approached by Sir Night Eye, all of that stuff. And I'm saying that they're not putting the dorms in early. No, I'm saying that, yeah, no, yeah, I'm saying that he was, I'm saying that, Mr. Aizawa, keeps him in the dorms, obviously, because so he doesn't really have to, like, move around and stuff. And Deku, he pretty much, like, he makes this, like, little cave area. Like, it's not really a cave area. He just sort of, like, makes this, they built a custom room for him, like, sort of as an extra, for him to, like, they built, like, an extra room for Izuku, and he needs, like, a lot of space, because he sleeps in a pretty big form, and, like, the entire dorm room couldn't really handle him, so they built a special room for him with, like, heated floors, because I'm saying that, Deku, when he's sleeping, he cools down the room a lot. Even though that wouldn't make any sense, but guardian dog of the underworld, like, it's my what if I get to do whatever I want to in 15 minutes? Okay. And so all that stuff. Deku, I don't know why he said it like that. He has his own custom room stuff. All of that. Now it's the time to save Ariarch. Sir Night Eye, you know, Mirio asks Deku if he would like to join on this sort of thing. Yada yada yada. Deku, he says yes. Yada yada yada. And they go patrolling with Sir not with Sir Night Eye, but they go patrolling. Oh wait, didn't the provisional license exam happen? Oh crap, I totally forgot about that. Oh god. I'm saying it's like before that, it's the provisional license exam now. Deku, he doesn't take the the regular test. He takes like a third year test where he can actually get his hero license. No, I'm saying I'm saying he becomes a full-fledged hero in this. He does the test. He passes with flying colors. And I'm saying he's fighting, All Might, Endeavor, and all of that. And I'm saying that All Might still has one for all in this because it's my what if and I get to do what I want to. And uh, all of that stuff. You know, am I still recording? Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, my foot. So yeah, no, Deku, he does all of that. He's a full-fledged hero now. Yada yada yada. It's time to do the save area arc, and it looks like I'm this is gonna be my last video of Abandoned. I'll do a redo of this like later in like a couple months from now. I have to pee so bad. So Deku, he does all of that. Yeah, no, I'm saying that when Mirio and Deku are patrolling, you know, Deku, he senses, uh, bad, like bad intent and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like negative intent, and he senses this from the alleyway. He looks and a girl, aka Eri, with the horn and stuff. Eri, comes and bumps into Deku, and Deku says, "Are you okay, little one?" And she says, "Help me." And Deku, he just hides Eri behind him, and the suit opens up, and I'm saying the suit, it's pretty big, and Deku doesn't like fill up all of it, so you know the suit opens up, and like Eri sort of like passes out, and Deku just grabs her from the suit and just has her in the suit, and Overhaul comes and says, "Sir, have you seen my daughter?" And Deku says, "No. Do you need any help, sir?" And he says, "Oh, no. I was just wondering if my daughter came this way." Uh, well, what does she look like, sir? Maybe I can help. And he says, "Oh, no, no, thank you. I think I can find her on my own." And he says, "Well, okay, sir. Goodbye." They walk off, and Mirio's like, "Bruh, who was that?" And he says, "Someone with uh, bad bad intent." And it was, and he was talking at the girl that's in my suit. So they go over to not like a hospital, but to like Recovery Girl and stuff. And I'm doing 10, and like I have 10 minutes left, so I don't know why I'm speeding through this. I don't know. But, Deku, he does, you know, he gets to Recovery Girl, yada, yada, yada. Um, mm, and I'll do, what is it called? Discord, like, at 9 or something. Not 9, uh, 7. Because it's 2 right now. Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys, I just have to pee so bad. So, Deku, he... No, I can hold it. That's probably why I'm rushing, because I have to pee so bad. Deku, he does all of that. And Deku, Eri explains what the bad man has done, Overhaul and stuff, and Deku, he's pissed, and save Eri, not the save Eri arc, the Overhaul arc, because it's not save Eri. Eri was already it was already brought in, so and he says, "I'm gonna go get that bad man for you," and she's like, "No, don't," and he says, I'm a lot more powerful than I look. Trust me, little one. He pats her head, and I'm saying that his room is like a fortress. It's built like a fortress. 'Cause they have to keep him in. When he stuff like that, and the reason why it's built like a fortress is so he doesn't like destroy the entire building. So he says to Ryuk, take Eri and stuff, yada yada yada, to my room, and I'm gonna go get that bad man for you. He gets approached by all of that. Now it's Deku versus Overhaul. I'm just gonna get this over and done with because I have to pee so bad. Deku, he becomes his. I'm saying he goes into his second form, and all of that, and I'm saying because he's like really, really pissed now. No, I'm saying he just goes straight up to his third form, and then to his I'm calling it his underworld form, of where he's not, of where the black where the red is supposed to be. I'm where the where the red is, there's now black there, and I'm calling that his underworld. It's called Gate to Underworld. That's what he names his finisher, because he sends any like bad person to the underworld. He sent one for all there, and he uses like spirit, like souls and stuff like that, to send them there by impaling the souls into the body of the person he wants to send, killing them, and then sending their soul to the underworld. And Deku, he said, and I'm saying I'm saying Overhaul, he didn't like kill a lot, but I'm saying that he killed 100 people and stuff, and Deku says, he becomes his yada yada yada. Deku, he says, you will now have to pay for your sins. The innocent that you have killed, and the girl that you have tortured, you shall now pay for your sins. Impale 100. Gate to Underworld. That's what he said to All For One also. Gates to Underworld. And so he kills Overhaul. Overhaul's spirit is sent to, all of that. Yada yada yada. And, Deku and Ryuk, they eventually get married. They have a kid. Yada yada yada. And Deku becomes number one, obviously. after like a really long time, Ryuk dies. Not Eri dies, but Ryuk dies, and Deku says, well, it's time for me to go. And uh, his son asks, what? Why? Where are you going? And he says, well, my life here on the mortal realm is, done, finished. I have to go to the underworld now and serve as guardian. Because I'm saying his son didn't know that he was, the guardian of the underworld. And he's like, what? And he says, it's finally time to tell you what I really am. I'm the guardian of the underworld. I'm Cerberus, the three-headed dog guardian of the underworld. And he's like, oh, so I'll miss you, Dad. I'll miss you too, my son. Live a good life. Live a happy life. And so Deku he goes to the underworld. Cerberus he's in not this form, but this form. And he just stays there for a couple hundred years, and he says, "Well, I'm gonna go pop back up, see how the world's changed." He pops back up, and the world is completely new to him and stuff. So he goes and checks Ryuk's grave. He sees Eri and his son and Koda. They're all buried in the same place, because I'm saying that Koda would have wanted that. Because I'm saying Eri and Koda got married and stuff. So, and, he says, well, I guess I could go see my great, 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 great grandchildren, I guess. Well, grandchildren. Because 100 years is not a lot. He goes over and stuff like that. Um, he goes over. He searches for the Aizawa residence, because I'm saying because I'm saying all the males. His son was male, and so like his entire generation is male except for Eri, but Koda wanted to keep Aizawa in his name, so he kept Aizawa. He sees people and stuff, and he's wearing the armor, and people all around, people just like are whispering like, "Who is that guy? Who is that? Wait, who is that guy?" They all of that, just whispering. He finds out where the Aizawa residence is, and he knocks on their door, and like it's their great grandchildren, because I'm saying it was like 200 years. And he says, and someone says, coming, and, his grandchild, it's a guy. He says, coming, and he asks, excuse me, sir, who are you? And he says, well, my name is Izuku Aizawa. And he says, Aizawa, so are you like a distant relative? And he says, no, I'm your great great grandfather. And he says, and I'm just gonna call him. He's the new Mr. Aizawa. I'm just gonna call him Aizawa. And he says, well, how are you here? And he says, well, I live a lot longer than not humans would. And stuff, like mortals would. And so he comes, he checks out the place. He and he's still wearing the armor, so he gets out of the armor. They see it's like this teenager, and he says, wait, how do you look that young? He says, I grow a lot slower than humans would. So he looks like he's in his like 20s. No, he looks like he's in his 20s and stuff. and I have 13 seconds, and he checks up on everybody, yada yada yada. He sees how the world's working, He said he says, well, I guess I'll won't be seeing you guys for another hundred. Well, I won't be seeing my family for another couple 100 years. Yeah, and all of that stuff. And that's where I'm just gonna end it off because I have to pee so bad. I'm sorry. And well, that's it. Bye.